welcome back to another edition of ACF411, the official podcast of the Allen County Fair, and it's brought to you by Nutrient, Feeding the Future. I'm your host, Russ Decker, and joining me today in the podcast parlor, we call it a parlor because it used to be a milking parlor that we're broadcasting from, is the princess of the Allen County Fair, Harper Corbet. Harper and Princess, I guess. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
So let's talk about, we only have 3 days left in the Allen County Fair, but what's it been like being the princess of the fair? That's pretty cool.
It's been really fun, lots to do, lots of people to talk to. I've been having a great time.
Anything surprise you? Something that you really liked that you weren't even expecting?
I've just all the people that have come up to me and said congratulations. I think it's been really welcoming, and I feel great out here.
So right before we went on the air, you were telling me a little bit about today was the sensory day.
Yeah.
And you were in the barn when they did the, I'm not sure what they called it, but it was a sensory demonstration, I guess.
Yeah.
Of animals. How'd that go?
Oh, it was really fun. It was cool to see all the different people that came up to touch the turkeys and the goats, because you don't get to do that often, especially if you don't bring up animals. So for the kids that don't do that or just come to the fair for a day, it's fun for them.
How'd the turkey react to being touched like that?
It was actually pretty chill.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was just sitting there having a great time.
That one surprises me. I could see the goats and stuff saying, cool. We're getting a lot of attention, but the turkey might be a little. So you're at Allen East, right? And you're in the FFA. That's a really good FFA chapter right there.
Love my advisor.
So what do you do in the FFA?
I've been to national convention, state convention. I've done the job interview contest, floriculture contest. Yeah. So
a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And of course, you're also active in the Herod Lively 4-H. And you're showing. What are your projects at the fair this year?
This year I took market goats and a special interest project.
And how'd you do?
I did pretty good for my goats, but I didn't my special interest project, I went to makeup judging, so I didn't have the chance to go to state, but it was fun to do because it was a sewing project. So
what'd you make?
I made sweatpants and a tube top out of clothes that I bought for super cheap at Gabe's. It was a dress for less type deal.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. So how'd the goats go?
Pretty good. I mean, I got, in the Born and Raised show the other day, I got second in my class. I didn't make top 10, but that's okay. Still did great.
And so how many years have you been in 4-H and how many years have you been active in the fair?
I mean, I've been in I think 9 years, maybe. I don't know. I've been in it since Cloverbud, so long time.
Yes.
Yes.
Folks that don't know, because they may not know, so when you're a Cloverbud, what is that?
It's kind of like a way for younger kids that are going to be going into 4-H to kind of get a feel for it. So you get to take a little project, and you still go to Cloverbud. It's called Cloverbud Show and Tell. So it's kind of like a way for them to get used to being interviewed for when they do become a 4-Her.
And let's talk a little bit about the livestock sale, which is really the big part of the junior fair every year. It starts tonight. It continues on to Friday. Explain to folks what happens at the livestock sale. They're actually not buying the animal. Explain that to us.
It's a way for people to give back to the kids for all the hard work that they've put into their project. But each kid will get a chance to stand in the auction ring, and different sponsors can sponsoring them, I guess, for their hard work that they put into the animal. Yeah.
So if you bring your goat out in the ring tomorrow, let's say, and somebody bids $500, that $500 goes to you. They don't get the goat. You still have the goat, right?
Yes.
So it's a premium. We call it a premium auction, where you're actually, and for some of the species, not all, but for some of the species, if the buyer actually wanted that project, then they can buy it at today's markets, I understand. So if they wanted to buy a hog or something, they could actually do that if the person's willing to sell it. So, but the premium just goes to the kid, right?
Yep.
So last year was a big year for the fair. I think the smallest premium anyone got was $575.
Yes, I heard that. That's amazing.
That is. And I think that was for a pen of chickens. So $575 for a pen of chickens is pretty good, right?
Yes. Yep.
So if somebody hasn't been out to the fair yet, there's only 2.5 days left. What would you tell them? Why should they get out here? And what's going to be neat in the next couple of days? You've got the auction going on, demo derby. What would you tell them to entice them to come out to the fair?
I mean, my favorite part is always the food. I mean, I just got a buffalo chicken melt from over there, and it was so good. So definitely recommend that, yeah.
So you're leading me into somebody probably tipped you off, but my last question with our guest is always, and there can only have one answer, but the best fair food.
I would have to say the cheeseburger from the Cattleman's. That's always my favorite. I get one of those like every day.
I totally understand that.
Yes.
Well, Princess Harper, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
We want to remind everybody that you can listen to the podcast, the ACF411 podcast, anytime for free on your iHeart Radio app, or you can watch us for free on YouTube. And we want to thank our engineer, Sydney Miller from iHeart, and our video producer, Ann Decker, for helping us look and hear good today. We'll be back with another edition of ACF 411 real soon, but until then, we'll see you at the fair.